Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video. Today I'm out here with my buddies Scott and Brandon, and we are going to be doing a 3-day, 2-night hiking and camping of Cape Chignecto here in Nova Scotia. Currently this fog will burn off and make way for some really awesome views on the trail here today. Gonna make some awesome food, try some new meals, try some new gear, have a great time. We've done this trip actually 2 years ago. So we're going the reverse route. First day is about 20 kilometers, second day is about 8 kilometers, and I think the last day is roughly 4 or 5 kilometers. And before we did the counterclockwise loop, first day 20 kilometers, second day about 10 or 12 kilometers I believe it was, and the last day was roughly I think 6 or 7. So looking forward to getting on this trip here today. Thanks for tagging along, and I hope you enjoy the video. So for those who are interested in taking on the challenge of Cape Chignecto, there are a few things that I would highlight of significant value prior to going out and taking on this hike. Cape Chignecto is a beautiful hike. If you get the right weather, it is some of the most stunning views I think you'll find for a hiking trail such as this in Nova Scotia. Now, it is challenging. That is something to be well aware of before you begin. This trip with my friends over the course of 4 days and 3 nights, and that was roughly 65 kilometers total. On this trip, we have done the reverse loop, starting from the information center, going to Refugee Cove, and then going to Seal Cove, and then finishing in Eatonville. The other way is to go from the information center and go counterclockwise to Eatonville, and then we would have stayed on the very first night at Seal Cove. That first day is roughly 25 kilometers of hiking. And then we stayed at Big Bald Rock, and then we stayed on our last night at Refugee Cove, and from Refugee Cove hiked back to the visitor center. So I would highly recommend for the best experience to do this hike over the course of 4 days. That gives you enough time to camp, not to overexert yourself, and to really take in the beauty of this area. And one of the things I'd love to highlight out of the gate is when we showed up both of these times, once back in 2022 and now in 2024, you are greeted with a dense fog that's rolling off of the Bay of Fundy, up the mountain, and into the park. So we had hiked across the beach and then up the mountain. And so I will say for the very first day of our hike, that is something that you need to be aware of. You are hiking the highest elevation gain going in this counter or in this clockwise path, and in the counterclockwise way as well, you are hiking up this elevation gain. I unfortunately did not have my All Trails app active on this trip. I only took my steps and my kilometers. But I can tell you the elevation gain is significant. And we had done this trip before, and it definitely slapped us in the butt. We were not feeling great in our first hour of this hike. And it's because of that elevation gain and how much you're pushing yourself to get through. One of the mistakes that we made on this trip, particularly, is we left too late. We left our houses around 6:30 a.m. We stopped for breakfast and a calorie load, and then we got to the park around I think 10 o'clock. And then we had to do some maneuvering with the vehicles, and we didn't get going until about 12 p.m. And that is not enough time for what we planned, which was to go from the information center to Big Bald Rock. And we had to stop early at Refugee Cove because we were far too late into our evening. We could have kept going, but the elevation gain out of Refugee Cove is significant. So we decided to play it safe and stop at Refugee Cove. So once you get through the significant elevation gain that you will find yourself encountering, it's pretty smooth sailing going in this clockwise trail rotation. Once you get past the significant elevation gain, you come into some really beautiful open birch forest. So then there's a bit of elevation decrease that takes you down into Mill Brook. Once we got into Mill Brook, that's a pretty wooded area, um, which is nestled into a little cove where there's a river that goes through. And so we stopped there to have some snacks, get some calories back.
Big Bro slap.
This jerk is nuts.
Oh my god.
Hey there! Just wanted to do a quick little touch point on the food I brought for this trip. I did a quick little video, which I'm going to pop into frame here, just kind of showing the packaging that I had. So all my food was packed per day in one large Ziploc bag. Every single day, roughly my food count equal to about 2,700 calories. What I brought with me for day one was 2 dehydrated meals, one for lunch and one for dinner. I then brought snacks, beef jerky, dehydrated mangoes, trail mix, a lot of protein bars, things like that, and then I just had water. In my water, I also brought a couple of vitamin tablets that would have given me some vitamins and minerals and nutrients that I drank every morning to help kind of give me a boost to start my day. In my day 2 ration pack, I brought a breakfast meal and then 2 dehydrated meals, one for my lunch and one for my dinner, and the same exact snacks. On my last day, I packed a dehydrated breakfast, and that was it, and snacks. So that last day, I think I was at about 1,200 calories, but the other 2 days were the ones that I really wanted to make sure I had that calorie count. This trip may not be as intense in terms of length, and I mean, it is quite a long distance. However, the calorie count is really what you want to make sure that you're replenishing, especially since you're burning those calories overnight when you're sleeping, getting up in the morning, tearing down, putting things back together. You want to make sure that you pack an adequate amount of food. In my first trip to Cape Chignecto, I did not pack adequate food, and I was often left hungry after the day was done. So I highly recommend pack more food than you need, but keep it light, keep it dehydrated, keep it easy, convenient to make it when you're on the go.
I'm gonna eat that mac and cheese on it.
For lunch?
Or maybe the goulash.
Yeah. Those carbs are gonna weigh you down.
True.
Like that's really clean and like
Yeah. Good call.
the meal map. I think it has like 12 ingredients and you know like all of them.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. If you look at it, it's literally like there's like no additives at all.
It's still decent.
It's still really good.
Oh yeah.
Did you have one last time? Those that brand? Nope. Never really.
No, I haven't had these.
Extra being great.
Look here from the Euchre boys, and I'm drinking Tang in the Alaskan wilderness. Right. Okay, that's cool.
I don't know if I've ever had Tang. You've never had Tang? Oh, no.
Is it white coffee or is it just something else?
No, it's like orange drink.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It is a absolutely gorgeous day.
Yeah.
Oh, I was worried for it bringing the chili, only because it feels like when I'm carrying it heavy.
I really wish I could have found mine.
Yeah.
That's
Is it
not
just like
ideal.
is it just like hanging out in the house somewhere?
I have no idea.
Or you just don't know?
I only had 2 of them. I think the ones that I had weren't like genuine chilies. I think they were from Costco.
Oh, okay. I only got this this drink cup.
No, it's nice.
We took the very long trek from Mill Brook over to Refugee Cove. There was a little bit of elevation gain out of Mill Brook. There was also a cabin that we stopped at where we took a moment to kind of regroup. And then we continued on to Refugee Cove. Not a lot of sights to really see on this portion of the trail here tonight because we were going to try to make ourselves get to Big Bald Rock. And I think we could have did it, but it really would have been a lot of that very first elevation gain, and we had, really exerted ourselves getting out of there. Depleted.
Like you just need food.
Oh yeah. Cool thingy. Hot.
Hot.
Yeah.
Nice.
Quiet.
Pretty quiet. With like a smaller pot, so it's like a 500 milliliter vacuum one, so it's like really deep.
Nice.
I'm doing like fast and quick trips for water.
That's handy.
Oh, I just realized that it's 1 cup of water and 1 cup of milk for this.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
I'll probably be fine with
Yeah.
water.
Your body will thank you.
Yes.
Food will be food.
Want my dehydrated meal or do I want this?
Crack a bone. Right.
Crack at that.
It's working?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. It filled it pretty quick, eh? Was that empty?
Yeah. Now that I can't stop it. If you hang it straight up, it won't stop.
You fill my water bottle and keep it going, or what?
Yeah, may as well.
Keep the train rolling, baby. Sup? Water. H2O. Ever heard of it? Take the knife.
Other way, unfortunately. Yeah, so that is how you do that one.
Jacob? That's not going anywhere. Dwayne the Walk Johnson. Just to where it needs to be pulled out. Could be on this side. I have plenty.
There's some warm air.
Approximately one. Yeah. The woodland house. Similar on yours. Yeah. Burner head. Yeah. Round cheese. Yeah, my only regret is not getting pad thai. I don't regret. That's what we've been. The tang? Yeah. It's gonna be good. Oh, that's good. Can't do.
Can I call you that from now on?
Yeah.
Give me a baby.
That's an affordable, brilliant pot set.
I really like that. Actually. Just works.
Yep. Fucking mouths, those mother. Oh, spilled. I think like at Walmart one time they gave them out for like Christmas. And I was like, you disgust me. Take it back.
Orange chocolates and what's it called? Like the
Folly Street.
Charlie Street's nasty.
So gross. Not a big fan of Folly Street in general.
No, either. There's an odd taste to it. I don't know what it is. And the smell. The smell is weird too. Some of them I like though. Like the penny ones. The toffee ones.
The noodles are still hard, but it only says to wait 5 minutes, stir, and then 4 more minutes.
So the noodles are still hard?
Yeah.
Is it soupy at all?
Yep.
Oh, it is. Maybe it'll.
It might.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's like
Like the pad thai.
I just smell it. All I want to do.
Oh yeah.
Did it come with peanuts?
I don't think so. Maybe there's some in there.
I know the backpacker one, like it comes with a package of peanuts in the thing, and you have to take it out and like sprinkle them on afterwards. And it's a good treat to hang with food.
What? Yeah, we
Right.
gotta hang the food.
There's a good tree to hang our food. There's a birch tree right behind you. Nope. Back.
No, you're good. Promise you're good.
I'll do that. You slam that all yourself. Yeah, I don't know why, but the pastas always seem to turn out fucky with those meals. I don't know why.
Yep, 10 out of 10, I agree with that.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Makes no
That
sense.
could be the easiest one.
Yeah.
I love when the chair just kind of like builds itself.
Yeah. Transformer stuff.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey. Yeah, the one cool thing with this is just a tab for the chair to hold.
Oh, that's cool.
That's what this means. Just fucks it, yeah. I think it would.
Hey, think about everything.
Crazy fucks. That's that hot heavy, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Having that hot tang was like doing like hard drugs. Like that hot tang was spicy, but like not like hot. Like I don't know how to describe it. It slapped you in the face when you it tang. Tang. I slapped myself better than I was.
I didn't have my dessert last night. Maybe I'll have it for a breakfast dessert. That meal last night was pretty clutch, I think.
Yeah, definitely helped me stay warm or get very warm when I was in bed.
Yeah.
Is that what?
It's the coffee from Shoppers. It's like it's the white container. It's like a caramel medium blend. But I usually put a bunch of creamer in it, sugar in. Brooks got me putting in gin. No. What's the stuff?
Ginseng?
No.
You
Fuck.
said gin.
What is it? Is it ginger?
Just straight gin.
I think it is just not ginger, but like cinnamon.
Cinnamon, there you go. There
Yeah.
you go. We got there.
I got there eventually. Like, what is the gingerbread man made of?
Ginger, but what else?
Do you know the Muffin Man? Who lives on Drury Lane?
You seal. Oh wow, this looks really good. Holy shit.
What's that? Vanilla.
Happy Yak. Yeah, vanilla, raspberry, granola. Apparently they're based out of Montreal.
Oh.
And this is all of my meals today, so hopefully
They're good.
they're good. Is there no 5 minutes?
Those look good. It's got the sauce. Is this yours, Thomas? I don't think it's mine. No?
Maybe.
Did you have? You had that one. Maybe this is mine. I don't know. I didn't recognize it. Could be one I just had in my camp pack and I didn't
I
remember.
had 2, but I thought my other one was a
Smaller one.
no, it's like a hockey one. It's got the Rangers logo on it for some reason.
Ugh.
I don't know.
Oh wait, I wonder who won last night.
Find as a starter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably some rando. It's gonna come to me at some point.
The Wolves need to bring back Ricky Rubio.
Yeah.
For your eggs.
Ooh yes,
that?
please. Oops. Need to open it. Don't be such a fucking pussy, Joe. Just wasn't hitting.
Wasn't doing it for you.
No.
You got the small pole here.
Yep.
Shaking her out there.
Scott, what do we do on the first day?
Well, I want to say we bitched out, but we kind of bitched out. We were supposed to go to Big Bald Rock, but we ended up here in Refugee Cove. I mean, it's a beautiful place to spend the night, so it's kind of worth it, but just means today is going to be a little longer.
And as I've mentioned on a couple of my videos, I think the risk and reward definitely wouldn't have been wise for us to try to hike another, what, almost 10 kilometers, I think?
Almost 10, yeah.
Which just wouldn't have been possible. It was 6 o'clock in the evening when we got here, 6 p.m.?
A little later than that. A little,
A little later?
A little
earlier.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we're off to Seal Cove today, and then that'll be a long trip on the coastal trail. and we're gonna have a lot of nice look-offs to visit, some cool spots to see, I'm sure, and then very small hike out to Eatonville to get a shuttle out to the park entrance, because I left my keys in Scott's car. We were supposed to take my car from Eatonville to the entrance of the park, and I goofed, and now we have to get a shuttle, so that'll be super cool.
So on day number 2, we took our time in the morning getting up and on the go. So one thing you'll find is a lot of hikers will get up and go quite early to get to their next location. So we left this location at Refugee Cove at around 11 a.m. And I would say we started really getting on the go and moving and making ground by 11:30. So we did get to Seal Cove around 7:30 p.m. With this in mind, we decided to pretty much do the entirety of the Chignecto coastal trail in one day. So it really depends on what you're trying to achieve. And we kind of knew we were going to be a little later because we were doing this trip over a shorter time frame.
Yeah. Remember that when we got that big picture?
True,
That's like the drone spot, I feel like.
I feel like that was.
Now, if we had booked it better or maybe a little differently, we would have perhaps been better off stopping at Keyhole Brook or Carey Brook. But we had known from previous experience just the quality of campsites that are at Seal Cove. And so that's what really made us stop with that decision and stick with Seal Cove.
Who like goes close to the sideline,
Okay.
and then there's a guy in between them.
Neat.
I feel like you would be good at that.
Yeah, probably.
I can say with certainty that Big Bald Rock and Little Bald Rock have really nice campsites. Keyhole Brook is very open, but also very nice sites. And Carey Brook, I'm not entirely sure. There's a nice cabin there. And that's another thing. I haven't had a chance myself to take in any of these cabins, but you have to book them very quickly. The very first week that the season opens, which I think is around May, beginning of May, that you have to book early to get these sites. Otherwise, you'll not get them. They go so quick. So on this second day, it's much of the same. The trails are very difficult from this point on because there's a lot of roots. There are some nice sections from Refugee Cove to Cape Chignecto, that very first nice look off there on the coast. And then getting to Little Bald Rock, that's when you start to get into some more of the rockier terrain. I think it's around between Big Bald and Keyhole Brook is when you start getting into more switchbacks. So you'll start to go up and down a lot of hills. And that, I think, is the big thing, that if you're not used to switchbacks, those can get you. I think the switchbacks are very steep. Now, going in this clockwise trail direction is not as exerting, I would say, as if you go in the counterclockwise direction. Because when you go counterclockwise, there are two significant inclines going out of Refugee Cove and going out of Mill Brook. It kind of makes up for going down the incline coming up from the information center. But I would say that really going in the direction that we did in this video was the way to go. We stopped off at Big Bald Rock and had our lunch.
Oh, that'd be perfect. Alright,
It almost looks like man-made.
yeah, it does. Too square.
Yeah. What's the map saying, Scott?
I just farted. I don't know if you heard that. Well, we're in Big Bald Rock. We want to go to Seal Cove, so we still got some distance.
How much distance are we talking?
Another 10?
Oh, really?
Another. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. Another 10, I'd say.
And we've already done 10?
We've done about
9.
9.2. Roughly.
Rip.
Oh, it's that way. Yeah. Are you taking the long road?
We are going the distance.
Beautiful.
So cool.
Head down.
Just illin'.
Duck down there.
Oh yeah. A little steep.
And then from there, it was really just a lot of up and down, going in through the trail, checking out the sights. And actually, as we began to approach Seal Cove, I think it was right between Keyhole and Carey Brook. we spotted a seal, a mother seal and her cub. So that was really cool to see. We got to see them for a little bit of time. The GoPro didn't really pick it up. But once they saw us, the mother was not looking forward to sticking around and tried to get her cub out of there as quickly as possible. But that again is the coolest part about this coastal trail, is that you get to just enjoy all of these look-offs, take some time, have a snack, take it in, because it's such a cool spot where you get to see the fog sitting out over the Bay of Fundy. You get to go through the changes of the forest from a open birch forest to a dense conifer, to a dead area, to an area where there's been a lot of blowdown from storms. And the changes are drastic from our first experience through this trail to our trip this time around. So again, the second day was pretty eventful. Got some cool footage and saw some cool sights. And again, if you have the time and you plan it appropriately, stopping off and taking time on these beaches and these lookouts is the way to go, for sure.
Wow. Oh, I think I see a seal down there. I think there's a seal down there. Yeah, it is too. Right there. He's right there on the rock, middle. You see him? He's moving his head a little bit. See that?
He's us. They're trying to go to the water. Yeah, look, it looks looking right at us.
Yeah.
It's like, holy fuck. Am I in trouble? It's all good.
Good eye, Roach.
Yeah, solid eye.
It looked like another seal body, but it also could be a rock.
No, it's a seal.
Hey, look at him go. Oh, we get a dive. Oh, it's gonna be cool. He's sliding.
Yeah, it saw us and it was like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yep. Neat. Oh!
Please don't do that.
That way. We go down and around where that buoy is, I think. Yeah. See, the trail's right there. Right there.
Okay, did we go here? Okay.
No, it's all good.
No, I guess that's...
I mean, you could go that way. Hey there guys, we just did 21, 22 kilometers today.
Wild.
So we're going to be camping at Seal Cove tonight. It's a little late, it's about 7:20, 7:30 almost, so I don't know if we're gonna get much in terms of video at the site. So if there's anything else to show, I will bring it back. Otherwise, I'll catch up with you guys in the morning to show off Seal Cove.
I thought I heard a raccoon last night, but I think it was just a bird.
Oh, like scurrying around.
Yeah, I know, just some of the sounds. I thought, and then I was like, okay, is it really, or am I just thinking that? And that squirrel this morning wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, this is a noisy site.
Yeah.
A lot of animals.
Yeah.
Oh, I brought a spare fuel. Do you want to use it?
I don't know, I'm just gonna rip through what I got. Goes out, it goes out.
Yeah, this is a whole liquid egg, skim milk, egg yolk, glucose stabilized, tapioca starch, sunflower, salt, smoke, flavor. What? Oh yeah, there's
Extract.
that Xan scum or whatever.
Cooked bacon, though.
Mm.
I have the exact same thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, look, they got a bite of my sandwich.
No.
Okay, so it was an animal.
It was an animal.
Balls.
It's definitely a squirrel or something.
Hey, hold up.
Hold up.
Nope.
One second.
Everything is fine.
Alright, look at these frost vanillas on the boat. They're so nice.
Oh, walking out of here today is going to be a challenge.
What?
My feet.
Yeah.
How much water do you need for yours?
For what? This? 8 ounces. 250 milliliters. I don't know if I'm gonna use this. I think the doggish one was like, fuck off to the, like the squirrels
and shit. Yeah, it's like, this is my territory.
Yeah. Fuck off.
Did I not bring? Oh my god. Sorry.
Let's go over there again.
That's what I fucking hate. I sit down and I'm like, fuck. I was over there for a reason. We got 6 kilometers. Cool. Say again? We got 6 kilometers left.
Thank you, sir. We did 9 yesterday, is that right? In like a very fast amount of time, 2 hours or something.
Yeah, we did. I was gonna say we did 9 in 3 1/4. Okay, so 2 hours should be enough, really.
Oh, it's got your, is this in? Is it
No,
in?
it's not
Oh,
in
okay.
Oh, when Thomas went away, so did the bugs. That is boiling. Thank you, sir. Use your bowl again, right there. Yes, you can. Bowl. I believe it's this. Rafifi. That looks awesome.
Thanks, man.
I just love how it holds itself up like that.
Yeah, it's pretty handy. No more cowboy coffees for me. Yeah. That's all I did last time we were here.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
How much? What time is it, Brandon? You have your phone there?
Like 9:10, I think.
Yeah. 9:10. Okay. 9:15 and I'll stir. Oh. We earned this.
Yeah.
Day. This day's gonna be so much more relaxing. 20K, no joke.
Yeah, that's something.
I think we did fucking 26 the first time. The first day of the first day. And we ever did this. Kind of wild.
Yeah.
And just 60 total, 65 probably once it's all said and done.
Yeah.
All the moving. It's crazy. Older, wiser, but no better off.
I feel in much worse shape than I was. Like,
Yeah,
much
same to be
worse.
honest.
Killing me and I'm taking a long time.
We're
We're moving pretty fast.
Yeah, we were way slower on those hills with them.
Yeah, me and Thomas don't seem to have a stop. We just go
Yeah.
until we're in.
And if my knees weren't killing me, I would be the same way.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
rest when you get to the top, whatever. I just keep pushing.
Yeah. That's all you.
Well, we did that last time too. Even though I was dying, at the very end, me and you were just like,
Yeah, you guys. At the end, I was just like, "Fuck this."
yeah, like why don't
I'm
we
gonna
just
get here when I get here.
exactly? Why don't we not die? Me and Thomas were like,
We need to get here.
yeah,
Yeah, you guys were fucking gunning at the end.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I could see the finish line, and I needed it.
Yeah.
You needed it 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those
I
little
actually-
kilometer markers, though, man, they keep throwing me off.
Oh
like,
man.
I'm like, oh, the next one should be right here. It's not.
Never. It's never where you think it's gonna be.
No.
And there are some that are definitely missing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you pass, or you don't pass one, and you're like, "It's been a while."
Yeah.
I feel like it was tripping me out because last time there was just like so many that we hit.
Yeah.
Like it just didn't matter. This is what I envisioned the first time we did it. But there was just too much to do. This is still soupy as fuck. I put in way less.
That real. I did put in less myself as well, to be honest.
It's not bad. Yeah, it looks really good.
I might use some of that bourbon though, if you still have it.
Yeah, sure.
Bourbon.
I'm gonna just go classic salt and pepper.
It's a class sweaty and like.
I was very sweaty last night, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I was an awesome temperature. That I had my what's it called? Liner. This time I put it actually up around my head, and I like covered my eyes with the excess, and it like was like a blindfold.
Yeah.
And then I was really like perfect temperature all night, which was welcome.
Nice.
I should have done that the first night. Have actually wore the liner over my head, because you lose so much heat on your head.
It's like in and out.
Oh, yeah, we're going that way too.
True. Big true.
I don't know why, but I still think it would have been. Whoa! What the hell is that? This red bug. Okay, he just flew away.
Oh, yeah, I've seen a couple of those.
I can't see that far.
Holy blind.
I told you.
Cool.
Oh, sorry, dude. Thought you flashed.
I never proclaimed I can see.
Does my
think-
lack of vision bother you?
Totally cool and awesome.
Everything is awesome.
My pad is just moist. Spitzing last night.
Yeah, my mat's like that as well.
The inside of my hammock was wet. I'm pretty sure this park is just no fires whatsoever.
No, this one's just because it's impossible to
Yeah, right.
get out here to
Stop it. I got a bug bite right on the back of my knee.
Oh my god, the back of your knees
Are just...
Can they get a break?
Yeah.
know. You want this to get the sap off your hands?
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, that's too much. Damn.
Yeah.
God damn. You dive bombed me.
bitch. Oh. Where's that bird? You chase him. Good enough. Find him.
All right, Roach, tell the people what we did last night since they didn't get to see it.
What we did last night specifically,
Yeah,
they didn't get to see the trail. We're talking the campsite.
campsite.
Campsite. All right. Well, we got here, and then classically, there's a big hill to start, and we set up, had some food, had a little bit of peach schnapps,
Something a little drink.
a little drink, and
Hung
then,
out for a minute.
hung out, listened to some people
Play a weird card game. We're
Maybe
not sure if
Crazy
it's
Eights?
Crazy Eights or if it was
Uno.
maybe Uno.
Maybe
Yeah, that
Uno.
would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Then we went to bed.
Went to bed.
Good sleep.
Good sleep.
Not bad. I was pretty warm. You were warm.
I was
kind of
warm.
sweaty.
Very sweaty.
Wind died down a lot.
Yes.
Thinking maybe in the future, yeah, we got some amazing drone footage. Scott's getting down. Sometime maybe in the next couple of years, we might do a quick overnighter here.
Maybe not the
'cause
whole loop.
I don't know if the whole loop is in the futures anytime soon, but
I don't know if I can get off the ground.
all right, to do their best.
do it.
All right, on three.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. Perfect.
Can I do one little?
So on day number 3, we camped out overnight at Seal Cove. As I mentioned, we got there around 7:30 p.m., so not a lot of time to do any footage. We got our site set up very quickly, got things ready to go, had a quick meal, and then got ourselves ready for bed by indulging in a little bit of peach schnapps, a couple of other things, and then went ahead and went to bed. A packed site. Every site was full around us. We had some groups of 6 or 5, some smaller duos. So everybody was very nice, respectful, and so just overall it was a great night. I was much warmer the second night than I was on the first night. I think the first night we stayed out, it was down to 6 or 7 degrees, so it was a little chillier. But overall, we woke up, had our breakfast, took our time, went down to the beach, filled our water, got some more great footage. Pretty much exhausted our batteries in the drone and in my GoPro, and then for about 6 kilometers. Around Green Point is where you could see the Three Sisters, and I unfortunately don't think I got any footage of the Three Sisters, but they're just 3 large rocks that are all very close to each other. There's a day use trail that you can check out just up from the parking in Eatonville. And one of these days I want to get up there for a day trip and just check that place out, because I think that would be kind of cool. Some built structures, and the Eatonville campsites are actually quite nice. So, you know, what I would also recommend too is if you wanted to go out a half day on a Friday after work in the summertime, camp out at Eatonville. They have some beautiful locations there. And then you can go in and maybe stop at Seal Cove or stop at Carey Brook, camp out there, and then you would maybe stop off at Big Bald Rock or Little Bald Rock, camp out there, and then on your last night I would stay at Refugee Cove, and then work your way out if you were doing a 4-day trip. 3 days, again, you got to push it, and I think you got to be fit to do that. And you would just, again, maybe cut your days, your stops, and you would stop kind of less frequently. So anyway, we got out to Eatonville. We closed out the video and footage, and we waited for our shuttle to take us out to the final location.
Hey there guys, we made it to Eatonville. We're just waiting on a shuttle to come pick us up. As I mentioned earlier, I forgot my keys in Scott's car, so we don't have a way back to the entrance of the park, and it is raining. So we have about 40 minutes before the shuttle gets here. So thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate the view of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. What were your guys' 2 biggest takeaways from our trip today?
I'm not in as good a shape as I thought I was, but it was better for me this time than the last time I did it, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, we were definitely way more confident this time around, and I think it slapped us a little bit harder this time around.
Especially day one.
Especially day one for me.
Yeah.
I died.
I was not feeling great.
I think we all were pretty haggard day one.
Yeah.
Which is why we did Refugee.
We did this in 2022?
Yeah, I think
May of 2022, almost the exact same time of May. So I'm going to do a little bit of audio as well, just kind of talking a little bit about the trail, Chignecto, and the trip itself. So yeah, that'll be awesome. Thanks again for watching. Catch you on the next one.
Like and subscribe.